Hi Scorpio, this is your September 2020 tarot forecast. So this is for Scorpio sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. So guys, if your Venus is in Scorpio, you can treat this as a love or romance reading, or even creativity, what you're good at or have a propensity for. Otherwise, we're looking at your emotional world, your direction for the month, and what could be happening behind the scenes that you're involved in. So let's see what is in store. Scorpio sun and rising Venus, September 2020. September 2020. Scorpio sun and rising Venus. Every time I expect these to flip out, they don't. Anyway. I don't edit my videos on purpose, guys. I think it's important for you guys to see exactly what comes out when it does, and sometimes it's trippy. Like, that's your card. That's Scorpio. That's, oops, big fat lie. That is death. Sorry, this is the devil. Temptation is the devil. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn individual or have some 10th house energy involved. Your career, your public image, your status. The devil also talks to, you know, your lowest human qualities, which is kind of like, you know, greed and obsession, and devil's kind of like, you know, addictions and stuff like that. We'll see what else comes up. We do have a sense of victory here, riding the limelight, being put in the limelight, feeling good about yourself. So it'll be interesting to see if they show up in your reading, guys. Scorpio sun and rising Venus, September 2020. All right, guys, let's get out your Celtic cross. As always, I will pull you 4 oracle cards to polish off your monthly forecast. Also, obviously, these are up a little late, so thanks for sticking with me. Look at that. Wow. Scorpio. That's nice to see. Wow. Okay. Okay. And look at this. Advice card. Time to feel good about yourself, Scorpio. It really is. It's just time to feel good about yourself. It's time to appreciate yourself. Look at that with the Empress, bottom of the deck energy. I think there's a sense of maybe appreciating yourself this month, guys, or others expressing an interest in you. I think when we're looking at Empress, it's Venus, right? This is the goddess. She's overflowing, she's beautiful, she's stunning, she's everyone's dream, and she's dreamy. This is someone who is interested and highly motivated toward the arts, toward creativity, toward love in general, romance, this type of thing. The Empress has everything to give. She's full, she's luscious, like I said, she's beautiful, and there's this sense of like, kind of everyone wants to be around this energy, right? I also want to mention as well that we're dealing possibly with a couple. We have an Emperor and an Empress. We have Venus energy here. Then we have Aries energy over here, or first house energy over here. So I do feel you having to pick yourself up here. Maybe you have to raise the bar on yourself. Maybe it has something to do with your beauty. Maybe working in the beauty industry. You could be the boss. You could be developing or opening a business. It could feel uphill. It could feel like a little bit of a battle. Maybe don't throw it all out with the bathwater here. Maybe give it a second go. But if you're doing something here where you feel like it is all uphill and being your own boss is not the answer, you can try something new, because there's a lot of creative potential and very, very good news here for you. Something just may take a little bit longer than you had expected it to. That's all I'm really seeing in here, guys. But please don't give up. And really, you know, value this part of yourself, especially my Scorpio females watching this, you know, really value this really precious femininity about yourself, okay? It doesn't have to, you know, segue into, say, sex necessarily, right? Sex is where we're looking at, you know, more Mars. This is your passion. And then we'd be looking at things like the Tower, or we'd be looking at, you know, Mars rules Aries, right? So there is a real passion here for being the boss, being first, that type of thing. But this is more like, and this is very masculine, but this is very feminine. This is, you know, your feminine wiles, that type of thing. So, you know, you can definitely use this to your advantage. I wouldn't use it over someone. I wouldn't like misuse it, for example, but definitely this could be a major focus, especially with regard to a new direction and a soulmate, guys. This is really pretty to see. Again, unless your Venus is in Scorpio, I would treat this like just a general reading, right? Generally, what could be going on for you in terms of direction for the month and how you could be feeling about it. But the situation and being the Two of Wands here, crossed or say qualified by the Two of Cups, is you really are interested in, or you're being drawn to, or this is an invitation to look at what feeds your soul. Where is your soulmate? Where are you going to find those soulmates? Now, again, I pointed out, if this is not a love reading, this is definitely just this is your kin, this is your tribe, right? If it is a love reading for you, it's definitely your romantic partner, your ideal romantic partner. But otherwise, this is just about you feeling confident, moving in the direction where you know you belong, right? Where you know you're going to be supported, people are going to understand you on a real emotional level, on a real heart-to-heart level, at least one other person. And you know, the soulmate card is just so, so pretty because you get it. You're both in the same water together, right? You both have similar experiences. You can talk openly here. So whether this is a direction you planned on taking or not, or this is just a call or a confirmation to try that, maybe do that. Maybe give someone, especially if you are close to a female, for example, men or women watching, whatever, and whether it's a professional or not, you could be talking to someone about next moves as well. You know, with the Two of Wands here, like direction, choices, and then your choice of soulmate, your choice of direction. Do you choose to move in the direction of a soulmate situation where you understand things? There's like an unspoken understanding. Or is it time to level up? Is it time to be the boss? Is it time to say, look, we go from the 9 to 10 over here, right? It's going to be a little bit of effort. Here's where I'm seeing in both your foundation and what's crowning you is that good news, extremely creative good news that may be coming in, just may not be, say, as expedient as you would like, or doesn't fulfill something as exactly as you may like. It doesn't mean it's worthless. But the good news, believe it or not, here, especially at your foundation, could feel like it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but you know, you're capable. You definitely have what it takes here. So you're definitely capable. And I thought I had 2 pages. We don't. We have a knight over here. So you could be dealing with a younger person as well. I want to mention this person could be younger than you, even by a day. And they're generally speaking going to be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, who could be, you know, providing this opportunity. 10 to 1, it's going to be around your workplace or what you're doing, an issue of enterprise, what you do for a living, basically how, you know, your will to act, your how you move about, right? So it's going to be good news around this, for example. What's interesting here is to see it feel a little bit uphill. And like I said, maybe either too much responsibility has been thrown in your lap, or you didn't know how much responsibility it was going to take, or being the boss is a lot of work type thing. Self-direction is a lot of work. Even this, if this is a person, this could be an Aries male. Even if it isn't an Aries male, I would say that this is a very masculine man type energy in your recent past. It could just feel like, even if they were trying to help you out or you thought this was a good direction for you, it's just going to feel a little bit uphill. But again, nothing you can't handle. I think, you know, a solution is in sight. But like I said, we're going to down into the 3rd to 4th week is where we're looking at a little bit of relief, right? Because this is definitely going to create a little bit of a challenge. I want to mention as well, Scorpio, that I've been reading for everyone up until your sign until now, and I'm seeing a lot of movement, a lot of changes for really everybody in the first couple weeks of the month here. So this is really just to straighten you out, especially if there's been some question about the direction you want to take. You know, who's in charge of this direction, and you know, with your near future being the 10 of Wands, you know, this is a lot of effort. But if you're taking it on willingly, if you know what you're made of and it's good news and it's going to pay off and this is a direction you've chosen, then it's all good. So it's just a matter of like, did you choose this or has it been sort of dumped on you? I do feel like it's something that you willingly agreed to here, and you might have felt like it was probably really promising, and like I said, you felt comfortable here, but you know, things change. Things can change by the third, fourth week. Here in the position of how you see yourself, this is a celebration. This is absolutely gorgeous, right? And again, and how others see you. You could even be in a situation where someone is just so happy to meet back up with you. Could be dealing with a Pisces individual. There could be a lot of emotional expansion here as well. I want to mention Pisces rules 12th house, and this is, you know, it's the underworld. It's our deepest. It's the underbelly. It's the part we tend to hide from people. It's you know, what's considered in terms of 12th house. I'm not talking about the Knight of Cups right now. I'm talking about Pisces ruling the Knight of Cups and Pisces being ruled by the 12th house. We're talking about, you know, we're talking about Skid Row and the alleys and the dark places and you know, the people that, you know, people walk by and you know, this is it's the dark and deep part of ourselves, right? But there's a message of love. There's an interest in love here. There's an interest in not necessarily respecting that or condoning that, but there's a message, there's an essence of it's just true. Whatever this is just true. It just is what it is, and it's your emotional world, and someone could be trying to connect with you in this way through a celebration, through a connection, or it could be because of this celebration, others are seeing you, or how you're seeing yourself is someone who is just, look, I've been there, I've been through it all, I get it, and you know what, it actually made me kinder, it actually made me a better person, I'm far more sensitive, I'm far more perceptive about the human condition even, or about how I really feel, or how I really want to be treated. So here, like I said, in the third-ish week, we're looking at possibly a reunion, but a celebration nonetheless with very probably like-minded people who sort of, you know, get you and you get them. Here in your hopes and fears, we're looking at some more wands energies. You saw we're starting off when we have it in the first couple weeks, and then your outcome, right? So being a little bit defensive, but you know what, you're in a good position, you're defending something, you're on solid ground, so it's actually quite positive here. I would just, you know, the only caveat with the Seven of Wands here is just to be aware that you're not being defensive for the sake of being defensive, that you're open to new ideas, concepts, and even advice. But yeah, definitely the Seven of Wands is really looking at this sense of, I know what I'm worth or what I'm protecting, and I'm going to spend time protecting this. So, and you know, it does fall right out, you know, technically, it's going to follow this line here. So yeah, it's going to feel like work, but it could even just be like you're beginning something and you're kind of new at it and it feels like a lot of effort, like anything does when you start it, and it gets a little bit easier over time. And like I said, with your advice card being the Six of Wands, this is accolades. This is, you know, being put in the position of admiration. So you are definitely being admired here by the end of the month, guys. And you deserve it. You fought for this. You've earned this. You fought for this. This could really be at work. Like I said, Wands is more, generally speaking, more enterprise or work projects, where you work, how you work, that type of thing. So you really could benefit by the end of, by the end of the month in particular. So like I said, if something does feel like it's a little bit heavy or a little bit burdensome, even though it's good news and even though it's kind of, you know, technically speaking what you wanted, it's definitely going to be, something's going to be a challenge about it, but I think it's going to be a really nice test for you. And yeah, nothing difficult, certainly nothing difficult by the end of the month. I had a bunch of other cards jump out there, so I really sincerely think I'm going to get another card for you here. Okie dokie. And we have lots of oracles for you guys. A little bit more than... Okay. Oh, you get one of my favorite cards from the Romance Angels deck. And yes, I do have my favorite cards from the decks. One of them is right in front of me. All right, let's get another oracle for you and polish this reading off. Just like accepting what's going on in your heart could be another angle for this as well. All right, guys, we have a 10 to look at here. Where are you here? Sweet. Okay, so flexible coming out for you. Yeah, I do see this here, particularly if something that you've taken on seems a little bit excessive or a little bit too much, or like I said, you could be moving in this direction but not entirely sure. Maybe it's really new, even though, like I said, it's really good news, very creative, you get to express yourself. Stay flexible if times are hard or if something is uniquely different than you had expected it to be. Don't give up on that necessarily. We have separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So again, if this is a couple situation, it could just be that you have to take a little break from this person. Of course, that is going to be a challenge. Of course, that would be a challenge. Someone could be going in a new direction without you, even though you have close ties. But separation, it doesn't mean it's permanent, right? And there's a longing here. I want you to see that he's, they're kind of holding each other's hands there. So there is going to be a longing. My favorite card from this deck, for yourself, it is time to take back control of your life. So I hope that is meaningful to you. I think there could be an issue of maybe giving yourself a little bit more credit than you have been giving yourself. You'll notice this is a mythical animal encaged. They're kind of, in this tiny little fenced in thing. It's not a really nice thing to do to a wild and mythical beast, right? So I think someone's also shooting at them. So if you feel trapped by something, I think it is a really nice time to free yourself, guys, okay? Here with beaver, grouse, and deer. So we have builder, we have sacred spiral, and then we have gentleness. So what are you building? Are you leveling up? Are you feeling stuck? Are you being gentle with yourself, gentle with the process? Something is definitely being built here on a higher level though. So I do think that being gentle with yourself, like I said, I do think something can feel like a lot of work, but especially if you're new at something or you began something here with an Aries or with a really strong masculine type personality, I think gentleness is gonna, again, we're looking at balance, right? We're going to try to add balance. We're not going to be defensive. You're going to defend something strongly here while keeping balance. So gentleness is really important as you're building your future, and then support and blessings. So really, really strong here, right? Seeing that connection, see someone gets you, no matter what you've been through, no matter what they've been through, like they got you. Someone's solid here with you because they got you. It's a language of love that they understand. Someone really cares around, okay? So how you see yourself, how others see you is definitely you're cared for, and someone cares for you. Very possibly, a circle of friends here, guys. Maybe reach out to some friends right now here as well, because that's where support is going to come in. And you'll notice, like, look at all these lovely ladies from all different types of backgrounds, all different types of experiences. And sometimes just asking for help brings the blessings. Sometimes the act of asking for help is the blessing. It's like almost like a sense of relief to say, you know what, I can't do it all. Or I do need advice. Or I really do, I need someone to make me laugh. I need a shoulder right now. Whatever that is, I think you can reach out. I think your female peer group is going to be all over this for you. So, be gentle with yourself, be gentle with the process, have some faith, and be willing to receive really positive accolades by the end of the month here, guys. Really hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I hope you like it. I'll see you in the other videos for your signs, guys. Bye for now.